Hey friends, so can you feel that? Can you feel that energy? This month was bananas. I think it's going to get a little stranger. So let's talk about what is up with this crazy tsunami of energy that hit us this last month. Where did it come from? What it means, and then how we can use this for good. All right. So I think this is an important video because I've talked to a gazillion people lately, and everyone's telling me the same thing. They're like, what is going on? Like I'm getting it both ways. Either people are having a negative experience, saying that they're having like off the charts anxiety, depression, they can't sleep, manic thoughts, all sorts of things, right? Physically sick, a lot of people. Or they're like, oh my God, I've never felt better. Like miraculous healing, like precognitive dreams, psychic abilities, all sorts of things. It's wild. It's because we're getting inundated with energy. It's a tsunami of energy right now. And a few things are happening. So the sun is at its solar maximum. So we're getting more intense solar particles and radiation from the sun. That's adding to it. Our magnetic field is weakening, so we're getting more of that. And then at a consciousness level, we're at this consciousness tipping point. We've been evolving for a long time, and we've been almost at this tipping point where we're going to have this consciousness explosion. The veil's thinning, our perception is growing, however you want to word it, and it's happening in mass, okay? And when this happens, we're all connected, and we all start to pick up on these things. And that's why you're going to start sensing more stuff, having more vivid dreams, having more ideas, epiphanies, thoughts, this kind of stuff. And if you're not ready for it, prepared for it, you don't know where it's coming from, sometimes it can seem manic, it can seem like noise, it can seem chaotic and crazy. So the best thing to do is to funnel these things because, like the law of conservation of energy teaches us, you cannot create or destroy energy. You can just transmute it into different forms. So like what you want to do is you want to take that energy, which might be nervous energy or anxious energy or negative energy, and you want to focus it, funnel it into a good place. So for example, say you're anxious and you don't know why. You're like, I can't sleep, I'm anxious, I don't know what's going on. Say, okay, let's find something to be excited about. 2025, golden age. We're entering this era where anyone can do anything. The telepathy tapes just hit #1 podcast in the world over Joe Rogan. Anyone can do anything. It's amazing. So pick a plan, pick your intention for 2025. Focus on it and get excited. Funnel all that energy into this excitement. So you're not creating or destroying energy. You're just transmuting it from a negative, anxious energy into a positive, excited energy. Now you're going to feel better. You're going to be more relaxed, and you're going to pump fuel on your manifestation fire. Okay. So that's what we should be doing right now because there's no way around it. Change is happening. Like they say, the only constant is change. Shit is weird, okay? We have UFOs, planes falling out of the sky, mysterious mist, drones that no one can explain. It's weird. We're going into a period where we're going to see a lot of the lies and deception fall away. We're going to see so much be uncovered. Truth is going to come out. And it gets weird because as much as people say they want change, what they actually want is the final result. They don't want to go from here to here. Well, if we want the truth, if we want the lies and deception and cheating to stop, if we want to know who are we, where are we, why are we, what is the real nature of reality and this kind of stuff, people always talk, oh, I want to see aliens and I want to know, what's going on out there. It's like, okay, I do too, but you have to understand, you don't just go from here to there. You got to go from here through all the crazy part to get there, right? So all these people that have been keeping the secrets and hiding the stuff and doing all that, well, they don't want it out, obviously. They're not going to go down without a fight. So there's going to be weirdness, there's going to be awkwardness and resistance, and there's going to be all sorts of crazy things that happen. I think that the beginning of 2025, I'm talking to you on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, friends. I think we're about to have one of the strangest months in history, okay? As strange as December was, and it was strange, I think that the first 2 weeks of January are just going to be off the hook because, once the toothpaste comes out of the tube, you can't put it back in. And once people see reality and governments and society and different people and different, belief systems and that kind of stuff in a certain way and light, they're never going to be able to not see it. And it's going to just open up our whole perception of reality and make everyone look at everything different. And I think it's very, very good. And I think right now what's happening is we're feeling that anticipation. We're feeling that incoming, momentous experience, and it's manifesting in everybody in different ways. But it's good. It's good for our soul. It's good for for everything. This is a very important part of our development. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be a little messy, okay? There is going to be some awkwardness. There's going to be some, it's going to get very strange, let's say, okay? So just know that that's coming. You're not alone if you're feeling it. And if things get really weird in the next few weeks, just know that like I said, like this is all kind of part of the plan. It's sort of, we don't know exactly how it's going to shake out, right? Because anytime you have something like this happen, you can't script it perfectly. But I see this as, this has been coming for a very long time. With the change in the administration, with the change in the year, with the change in the energy on Earth, I think the best thing that we can do is just to funnel all this in a positive direction, because the change is happening, okay? We cannot stop the change. What we can do is try to guide that change into positive change, because life at an individual level, in your community, in your family, and at a collective level, how do we want the world to change? And we get to sort of guide it by our own thoughts and actions and intention, okay? So this is a perfect time period. This is an amazing time period to be a human on Earth, because I don't know how the world's going to look in 6 months or a year, but I know it's going to look different, okay? And I know you're going to look different, and I know I'm going to look different, because we're all changing together, okay? So let's put some thought and some attention and some love into guiding this change, and let's mold our world and yourself into, you know, the best possible version, okay? So anyways, leave me a comment. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how your December was. I want to know, you know, what you got going on and how you see, you know, January especially going, and also 2025, you know, what big things are coming up. I want to hear all about it, guys. Have a happy new year, a beautiful day. Peace.